It's big boy time. So today is the official launch of the PlayStation 5 in Europe. Obviously, here's the box. And I haven't opened this yet. Now that I've realised I can pause and resume videos, I'm going to jump cut my way through it. So, yeah, PlayStation 5's turned up. I haven't actually opened the box at all, outside of taking it out of the box that it got delivered in. So shall we have a gander? Let's get straight on with it, shall we? Oh, it's heavy! Heavy for one hand. So here we go. There is no understating just how big this box is. It's a bit large. Also, daughter's birthday at the weekend. Do excuse the balloons and the little toys that are strewn about. So yeah, PlayStation 5 picture. And what's on the other sides of the box? Another picture on the back. On the back! Play like never before. Yeah. Cool. And then on the other side, just PlayStation 5 logo. Unlike the Microsoft box, they're not promoting any games on this. They are doing some rather curious things. If we look up here, you'll see that it does HDR, which is fair enough. 4K at 120 frames per second, which is fine if you've got a TV that displays it. My TV, just for sake of argument, it will display in 120 frames a second if I drop down to full HD. So I can either have 4K at 60 or 1080 at 120, and I really don't know which one I want. The curious one is this one, 8K. And the reason that's curious is because, yes, the PlayStation 5 is 8K compatible right out of the box, apparently. But two things. Number one, you're going to struggle to find a TV that actually displays in 8K. And number two, even if it does, there isn't any software currently out that will actually display in 8K. So at the minute, this is what the games industry used to call a bullshot, in that it's there, but it currently means nothing. Other bits, there's an age rating, which is interesting for a games console. You'd think the games console would be aged 3 and up, because that's not to do with the difficulty of the games or anything to do with that. That's actually to do with the content. So, I mean, I suppose on one hand, I wouldn't expect a 3-year-old to actually... Oh, actually, no, hang on. No, it would make sense. There's a Peggy 7 on there because this does come pre-installed with a game. We'll talk about that in a second. But also, something that was in the PS4 box, which is very welcome here. Carry handle. Very, very welcome. But if you remember the Xbox video that I did, you remember we talked about the really cool pull tabs that they'd got. These, just normal. Right then. Let's try and make this as seamless as possible. So I'm going to lay that down like that, and then when we come back, the tab will be off, and we'll open the box. Jump cut number 1. Look, you'll notice there's something missing there. Carry handle's gone. Also, again, like the PS4, this is a box in a box. So there's not actually anything in it. That's just an outer shell. This is the box that's got the console in it. It's got a nice little PlayStation logo, as you can see. And I've already taken the liberty of lifting the tab up. And oh, there's instructions on the box. Shall we read them? When we can spin them round to make them readable. So this tells you, take the box, well, that's useful, isn't it? Take the inner box out of the outer box. Don't you think that should probably be on the outer box? But never mind. Then number 2, lay flat. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing you. Number 2, lay flat. Number 3, take the console out. So I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to lift this without... no, it doesn't look like I will. Oh, is this a box in a box in a box? Again. 3 boxes. Jeez. Right, okay. I'm going to jump cut again to where I've actually got all of this out, because unlike the Xbox, Series Xbox, this one is going to be a bit more of a pain. Okay, I've done it. It was a bit of a pain. Mainly a pain getting the console out of the box, but we'll go through that in a moment. This was the top box. So actually the instructions that we showed was about this box. They're saying there's basically a little box on top that you need to take out, and then the console slips out afterwards. So there we go. We've established that. What have we got in here? Well, we have got whatever this is. This is a booklet, a quick start guide. That might actually come in slightly useful because it will probably tell me about the base. I can see it sort of, that is not the thickest paper in the world, so I can see something about a base on there. So that might actually be handy. Then you've got a safety guide. No one cares. You know, as long as you don't electrocute yourself, does it matter? Then this is a guarantee in every language under the sun. Again, no one particularly cares. Plug with, now this is pretty cool, that's a paper cable tie. Ooh, very economic. Well done. Again, as with the Xbox Series X, internal power supply, no brick required. Apparently the PS4 also did not require a brick. In here, oh hello, in here is the stand. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And this is the HDMI cable. That's very blocky. That is so, just a cube. Is that a high-speed HDMI cable, I wonder? Doesn't say on it. You'd like to think if this console is going to be 4K at 128 frames per second or 8K, you would like to think that that indeed it will be a high-speed one. There's your stand. So obviously the PlayStation 5 stands vertical or horizontal. I'm going to have mine horizontal because, as I'll show you in a minute, it's far too big for me to do anything with. Also, in this side of the box, we've got a charging cable for the DualSense pads. Really handy, because if you watched my video last week on the DualSense unboxing, because, you know, that came out alongside the US launch in Europe, you will know that if you buy extra pads, they do not come with their own charging cables. They tell you that you need your own one that comes with the console. And in here is one of the DualSense pads. There we are. And now that I've actually got this on a proper zoom, I wonder if it will actually show you the... Yeah, it's... Well, if I hold it there, you can kind of make out the detailing on the back. Remember I was saying about all the PlayStation symbols? In fact, there we go. The lights caught that really well before it went out of focus, so you could see it. But we're not going to go into any massive detail on the pad here. I did an entire video on it. I'll link it in the description. Right, let's move all these cables out of the way. We're going to have a look at that. I don't really know how I'm going to do this one-handed. I think what I'll do is instead of trying to lift it up, I'm just going to spin round it. So one thing I would like to commend PlayStation for here, and Sony, is all of the bits look like they've been made out of recycled material. Normally, on the PS4 and the Xbox One, this would have been polystyrene. Very nice to see them use cardboard. It was held very securely. No problems whatsoever with the console, you know, sort of rocking or anything in the box. So very well done in using recycled materials. Do like that. This is sat backwards. So if we look at the back here, these are all of your ports. So you've got two. Oh, hello. You've got two HDMI's. There's an Ethernet connection there, which I might try and see if I can find a cable for. Although the PlayStation 4 did download pretty quickly over a wireless connection, so I might keep this wireless as well. Then you've got your HDMI, then your power. Nice and simple. Nothing shocking there. Then this is the bottom of the unit. The key thing to note here is this bit. That would be what your base screws into if you were going to stand it upright. But as I say, I'm not going to be standing mine upright, so because I do not have the space. If you remember the video from the Xbox Series X, you'll remember me saying that I thought it was too big. Indeed, it is too big. It's had to sit sideways. So this absolutely is not going to stand upright because it is a lot bigger. Then, if we look around this side, this is the front of the unit. So you've got a disc tray down here, nice and hidden, actually. You've got your power button, the eject button here. In fact, actually, because of the way that you see the light reflecting, if I hold my camera there, you're going to see a little eject logo, and there's a little power logo just there. So the longer button is your power, the shorter button's eject. That's really good, because on the PS4, both of these were the same size. And actually on my PS4, the power button stopped working, and I neglected to tell anyone that before I sold it. USB-C charging port on the front, normal USB here, and that's your lot. And obviously, you know, I mean, it's a beauty of a machine. I mean, if I can just whip that round, I mean, it probably would stand upright just for the purposes of a video. Let's hoik it up. Hoik! Yeah, that stands pretty well on its own. I can't see any reason why that would need a base, to be honest with you, but I suppose it just makes it look pretty. So there you go. That is the PlayStation 5. Oh, that's my finger. That's a big machine. I can't even get it all in shot. I mean, I could, you know, I've got the orientation of my phone wrong. So it measures, just in case you're wondering, I did see this on IGN, so it's not something I've measured myself, obviously, because, you know, where's the ruler? From bottom to top, you're looking at about 39 centimetres. So an absolute hulk of a machine. Right, I'm going to go plug it into my TV, and I'm going to have myself lots and lots and lots of fun playing with one of these, because I have been really looking forward to it. And I'm going to just tidy all of that up for a nice final shot. There you go. So this is my unboxing video for the PlayStation 5. Hopefully it's been slightly better than the Xbox One, because, you know, I have mastered the art of the jump cut. If you've liked what you've seen, do give the channel a like and a subscribe. I'm going to try and do some more video game related stuffs every so often. I don't really know what on, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But my more immediate concern is where I'm going to put this on my media unit. So, as I say, if you've liked any of these, you know, do like, subscribe, send me a comment, let me know. I'm always willing to listen to feedback. And yeah, if you've got a PlayStation 5 like I have, and you know, I hope you have lots of fun with it. It's been a long time coming for one of these. It's yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with that. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Right, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.